Shane Bang with the Mana Group, and today I want to take a little time and talk about 1031 exchanges. It's not a common thing that we talk about in the real estate industry. However, according to many statistics in the market, our older generation, so baby boomers, that kind of generation, are going to be faced with what to do with their primary residence, and they have a lot of equity built up in their primary residences. So 1031 exchanges become a very important topic for these particular homeowners. I'm going to talk about 1031 exchanges from the perspective of an investor, because that's the general way a 1031 exchange is used. So the very simplest way of explaining a 1031 exchange is you have an investment property, and that property has grown and appreciated over time. So you bought a property for $400,000 and now it's worth $600,000. In that scenario, if you sell that property and you realize the $200,000 in gain, because you had $400,000 and went to $600,000, you're going to be taxed at a capital gains rate on that $200,000. That tax rate can range anywhere from 25 to 35%. So $200,000, you start to talk about a lot of money. This is where a 1031 exchange comes into play. You can take that gain, you can sell that property, and you can reinvest it into a similar or like kind property. It doesn't exactly have to be a property as well. There's another topic we'll cover another time called a DST, a Delaware Statutory Trust, which is kind of like a real estate stock. A little bit more complicated because you have to be an accredited investor. I won't get too much further into that, but you have to invest that money into another investment type property. So if you had the $400,000 and you maybe used up enough appreciation, or maybe you don't like where that home is located and the rents aren't performing as you would like them to perform, you'd like to find a better investment, you can take all of the profit, you can take everything that property is worth, you can sell it, and then you have to follow certain timelines, and they're very specific for the time period to identify properties and the time frame to close on a replacement property. And you can purchase a replacement property and not realize any of that gain on that particular property. It's a very effective tool to mitigate your tax liability, which is super important as you're considering how you're going to grow your wealth. 1031 exchanges are a very useful tool for the real estate investor, and it's something I like to nerd out on. If you have questions, I'd love to talk to you about it more. Feel free to contact us.